mountain has consistent rainfall. Ibong Adarna is a mythical bird that lives on a tree called Piedras Platas. This tree is on top of a mountain called Bundok Tabor in the kingdom of Birbania. Ibong Adarna grabs its power from the mountain, plants, worms, snakes, and other living creatures. The living creatures survive through their symbiotic interactions. Ibong Adarna feeds off the earthworms that she can find around the mountain. They cope and live with mutualism, where the bird's feces fertilizes the soil that makes the shrubs and plants grow healthy and propagate. These plants are then eaten by other animals to survive too. All the living creatures in Bundok Tabor need abiotic sunlight to survive, water for hydration, soil for plant propagation, and enough humidity from fresh air. Ibong Adarna lived a peaceful life, and every time she sang, the animals would gather in the middle of the mountain to listen as it calls their attention to gather around at night. When they started to get suspicious and they became more vigilant about their surroundings. All organisms in Mount Tabor coexist with each other. The plants that live in the mountain are the producers. They make their own food using their energy from the sun through photosynthesis. Some animals that are plant eaters are the primary consumers, while carnivores and omnivores are the secondary consumers. Tertiary consumers are carnivores that eat up other carnivores. They made up the food chain and they transfer energy in order to survive. The plants placed at the bottom of the pyramid have the most energy and the tertiary consumers have the least energy. Mount Tabor was a quiet place, and now it was threatened when they started to search and capture Ibong Adarna because of its colorful, eye-catching, and beautiful feathers, and the healing powers to cure Don Fernando when she sings. Ibong Adarna hated the fact that the people started disrespecting their home Mount Tabor. Ibong Adarna has the power to punish those who will harm their ecosystem. They will turn into stone if they disturb creatures in Mount Tabor. People started cutting down trees on that mountain, started to turn into stone, and the animals started fighting with each other for shelter and food in order to survive. Another threat in Mount Tabor is the changes in abiotic factors like the amount of rain which causes flooding, people who cut down trees, and the change in temperature causes some plants and animals to die. People were not aware of how to preserve Mount Tabor and just use the resources of their mountain for their living. The youngest brother out of the three, Don Juan, who has a clean heart and pure love for his father, was able to catch Ibong Adarna with the gold robe after the seventh song without sleeping, and he did not turn into a stone. He was able to bring it home and made Ibong Adarna sing, and Don Fernando was cured from his disease. With the help of the hermit, Don Juan was given a tip on how not to sleep while Ibong Adarna sings until the seventh song. He was given a blade, lemons, and a golden rope to capture Ibong Adarna. He did not turn into stones unlike his brothers. The three brothers were reunited with love and compassion for their father, and the king regained his health. Ibong Adarna was devastated to see her home all destroyed because of climate change, and she decided to leave the mountain for some time. Don Juan went back to the mountain only to see that Ibong Adarna's tree was absolutely wrecked and broken. Don Juan called his brothers up the mountain so that they could clean the place in a way that living creatures can live again. Don Juan brought back Ibong Adarna to her natural habitat and saved her life from human danger. Ibong Adarna made them become immortal because the three brothers chose to care for her kingdom. Don Juan became the next king and they all lived happily with their family. But Ibong Adarna made a curse that if the three brothers stopped taking care of the mountain, they would turn into stone. This story just tells us The lesson on love and respect. That family will always come first, no matter what. This story also teaches us to be humble and compassionate like Don Juan. He did not take credit for bringing home Ibong Adarna because his intention is pure love for his father and for his father to be cured. Power and forgiveness and resisting temptation. Forgive those who have sinned against you, even if they are sorry about what they did. It will give you a more peaceful and contented life. And in order to do good, we must learn to resist evil doing. And last is staying humble. Don Juan did what he thought was best for the king and did not mind if his efforts were not recognized. The two brothers got the credit for bringing the bird even if he knew that he did it.